Hi Sam. I'm excited for today's lesson. We're going to explore the word
entscheiden,
Hi Alex.
Entscheiden.
What does that mean?
It means to decide or to make a choice. It's commonly used when you're choosing between options. Just a heads up, it can be confused with the English word to incide, which doesn't exist.
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about how it's used?
Sure. First, let's look at how to use it in sentences. The verb is,
entscheiden,
and it's a regular verb. In the present tense, you say,
ich entscheide. Du entscheidest.
and.
Entscheidet.
For past tense, it's,
Ich entschied.
and in the perfect form, you would say,
Ich habe entschieden.
So if I want to say I decided, I would say,
Ich habe entschieden.
exactly. And if you want to give someone a command, you would say,
Entscheide dich.
which means decide.
That's great. Is there anything special about this word, like where it comes from?
Absolutely. The word
Entscheiden.
comes from the Old High German,
Entscheiden.
where
Enti.
is a prefix that means to take away, and
Scheiden.
means to separate or cut. So, it literally means to separate options.
I love how words have such rich histories.
It's fascinating, right? Now, let's break down the word a little. The prefix
Enti.
means to remove or take away, while
Scheiden.
relates to cutting or separating. Together, they build the meaning of making a decision by separating out choices.
That makes sense. So, it's like cutting away the options.
Exactly. Now, let's look at some similar words. For example,
Abstimmen.
means to vote, where means off, and
Stimmen.
means to tune. Then there's,
Entschließen.
which means to resolve, and
Einsehen.
meaning to realize.
Those are helpful. Any others?
Yes. How about,
Beschließen.
which means to decide or conclude. Or,
Vorentscheiden.
meaning to pre-decide. You can also think of,
Unterscheiden.
which means to differentiate.
Wow, that's quite a few. So how can I use
Entscheiden.
In real life.
Great question. Let's practice. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You could say,
Ich entscheide mich für das vegetarische Gericht.
which means I decide on the vegetarian dish. Can you repeat that?
Ich entscheide mich für das vegetarische Gericht.
Perfect. Now, what if you're at work and need to make a decision about a project? You could say,
Wir müssen uns entscheiden, welches Projekt wir starten.
Wir müssen uns entscheiden, welches Projekt wir starten.
Got it.
awesome. Lastly, let's consider a situation where you're making travel plans. You might say,
Ich kann mich nicht entscheiden, ob ich nach Deutschland oder nach Österreich reisen soll.
meaning I can't decide whether to travel to Germany or Austria. Can you try that?
Ich kann mich nicht entscheiden, ob ich nach Deutschland oder nach Österreich reisen soll.
Great job. Now, let's talk about the gender of the noun if we use,
Entscheidung.
which is the decision itself. It's feminine, so it's
Die Entscheidung.
How can I remember that it's feminine?
a good hint is that many nouns ending in are feminine. You might imagine a woman holding a sign that says,
Entscheidung.
to help remember it.
That's a vivid image. What about collocations with
Entscheiden.
You often hear phrases like,
Sich entscheiden für.
meaning to decide for, or
Eine Entscheidung treffen.
which means to make a decision. Just be careful not to confuse it with,
Entschieden.
which means decided but is often used in a different context.
I see. Can you give me a few example sentences with
Entscheiden.
Sure. Here's one.
Ich habe mich entschieden, ein Buch zu lesen.
Means I decided to read a book. Another could be,
Wir entschieden uns, früh zu gehen.
meaning we decided to leave early.
Those are helpful.
Let's do a quick recall check. What does
Entscheiden.
mean?
It means to decide.
Good. Can you give me the present tense forms for
Ich.
and?
Ich entscheide.
And
Du entscheidest.
Yes. What's the past tense form?
Ich entschied.
Perfect. How about the perfect form?
Ich habe entschieden.
Excellent. And lastly, can you give me a command using
Entscheiden.
Entscheide dich.
Great job, Sam. To summarize,
Entscheiden.
means to decide, it has a rich history, and it's used in various contexts. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.
thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.